My child, stop what you are doing right now. Yes, you. I am interrupting your day on purpose. This is not an accident. This is not coincidence. I placed this message in front of you because I have something urgent to say, and it cannot wait. I need your full attention, for this moment has been written into your story since before you took your first breath. This is not a casual word. This is a divine appointment. I am speaking to you directly, and every word you are about to hear is meant for your spirit. You have asked me for a sign, and here it is. You have wondered if I hear you, if I see you, if I still walk with you, and I say to you now, yes, I do. I have never left you, not for a single moment. Do not dismiss this. Do not walk away. For if you turn your heart aside now, you will miss the very blessing heaven has prepared to release over your life in this hour. I am drawing you near because there are things I must place in your heart that will shape your steps, heal your wounds, and unlock what has been shut for so long. This message is alive with my presence. It carries the breath of heaven, and it is yours. You cannot afford to treat this lightly. Do not allow the noise around you, the distractions of your mind, or the whispers of doubt to pull you away. Stay, listen, and receive. This is urgent because your moment has come. You stand at a threshold, a turning point that will not come again in the same way. I am calling to you with the voice of eternity, with the authority of your Savior, and with the love of a Father who will not allow you to drift any further without truth and hope being spoken over you. My child, this cannot wait. This is for you, right now. My beloved child, lean closer now, for I need you to feel the weight of my words. I am not speaking from afar. I am not a distant voice echoing in the heavens. I am near, closer than your own breath, nearer than your very heartbeat. I have walked with you through every shadowed valley, every storm that seemed too strong to endure, and every silent night when you thought you were utterly alone. I was there. I have always been there. You may not have felt me, but I never left you, not even for a moment. I saw you on those nights when tears fell silently onto your pillow, when your body was weary, but your mind would not rest. I heard the cries you whispered into the darkness, words you could not even fully form because your heart was too heavy to speak them aloud. I collected every tear, I recorded every sigh, and I carried every unspoken prayer to the throne of heaven. You may have thought no one noticed, but I noticed. You may have believed your cries disappeared into the air, but they reached me, and they have never been ignored. Do you remember the moments when you felt abandoned, when you questioned if I cared, when you even wondered if I existed at all? My child, I was right beside you, holding you up when your strength was gone. I was the reason you made it through nights that threatened to break you. I was the unseen hand that steadied you when you were too weak to keep standing. I was the whisper that told you to try again when everything in you screamed to give up. You did not survive because you were strong, you survived because I was with you, carrying you when you could not carry yourself. You are not forgotten. Do you understand that? From the beginning of time, before the foundations of the earth were laid, I knew your name. I formed you with my own hands, shaping every detail of your being with intention and love. I placed gifts inside you that no one else carries in the same way. I made you unique, chosen, set apart for a purpose that only you can fulfill. You have never been an accident, never been overlooked, never been insignificant. Even when the world tried to label you, when people misunderstood you, when voices around you told you that you were not enough, I spoke a louder word over you. Mine. Common Father, you are my greatest joy if He has brought light into your life. I have called you my beloved. I have claimed you as my own. I have watched over you from the moment you took your first breath until this very second. Every detail of your life matters to me, the moments of joy, the moments of sorrow, the victories, the failures, the questions, and the fears. There is not a single part of you that escapes my gaze. You are fully seen. You are fully known. And you are fully loved. I know the battles you have faced that no one else knows about. I know the wounds you carry deep inside, hidden from the world, masked behind a smile that others believe but that never quite reaches your eyes. I know the disappointments you have endured, the betrayal that cut so deep you wondered if you would ever trust again, the seasons of silence when you begged me for an answer and all you heard was stillness. I know it all, and I never turned away. I never judged you for your doubts. I never abandoned you in your weakness. Instead, I grew closer. I bent low to lift you up, even when you did not recognize my hand upon you. My love for you is not fragile. It is not shaken by your failures, nor does it waver when you stumble. I have seen your worst days, and I have loved you still. I have watched you fall, and instead of walking away, I reached down to raise you again. You cannot scare me away with your brokenness. You cannot drive me from you with your imperfections. My love is stronger than your shame, greater than your regrets, deeper than your fears. Nothing you have done and nothing you will ever do can separate you from my love. You have asked yourself at times, am I really chosen? Am I really loved by God? Could He truly care about someone like me? And my answer to you is simple and unchanging, yes. 1,000 times, yes. I chose you before you chose me. I love you before you even knew my name. I set my affection on you before the world ever tried to tell you that you were not worthy. My love is not based on your performance. It does not rise and fall depending on how well you think you are doing. My love is constant, unchanging, eternal. I love you because I am love, and because you are mine. When you were broken, I loved you. When you were lost, I pursued you. When you were weary, I carried you. When you doubted, I remained faithful. I have never once turned my back on you, and I never will. My covenant with you is sealed in blood, the blood I shed on the cross for your salvation. That was not just for humanity in general. That was for you, personally, individually. I bore your pain, your sin, your shame, so that you would never again have to carry it alone. You not forget this. My child, you were worth everything to me, and still you are. Even now, as you hear these words, I am whispering to your spirit, reminding you that you are not just another face in the crowd. You are my treasure, the delight of my heart, the one I sing over with joy. Heaven rejoices over your life because you are precious to me. I have engraved your name on the palms of my hands. I have written your story into eternity. You may feel overlooked by others, but you have never once been overlooked by me. You are always before my eyes, always on my mind, always in my heart. When the nights were long and you felt invisible, I saw you. When you prayed prayers you thought were too small for me to notice, I listened intently. When you walked into rooms where no one acknowledged your presence, I surrounded you with mine. You have never been invisible to me. You have always been seen, always been known, always been loved. And I need you to know this truth now, deeply and unshakably. You are chosen. Out of all the people in the world, I have placed my hand upon you. You were born for such a time as this. You have a destiny written in my book, a path prepared for you that no one else can walk. Others may try to take your place. Others may try to imitate your calling, but no one can fulfill what I have uniquely designed you to do. You are my chosen vessel, and I will use you in ways that will astonish even you. So do not despise your journey. Do not look at your scars as signs of failure. They are marks of survival, proof that you have walked through the fire and not been consumed, that you have been through the storm and not been drowned. Every battle you faced was shaping you. Every season of silence was teaching you to trust. Every delay was preparing you for something greater. Nothing has been wasted. Not one tear, not one sigh, not one night of pain have been meaningless. All of it had been woven into the tapestry of your story, and I will use it for good. We warmly welcome your support for our channel. Our goal is to bring joy and spread devotion to God. Should you wish to help us, you can use the Super Thanks button below. I know you still wonder if your prayers matter. You whisper them quietly, unsure if they reach beyond your own ceiling. But hear me clearly, every prayer has reached my throne. Every word spoken in faith, even when you doubted, has been heard. I do not ignore the cries of my children. I bend my ear to your voice, and I respond in my perfect timing. There may be moments you cannot yet see the answers, but I am moving, I am working, I am orchestrating things beyond your understanding. Trust that your prayers are never in vain. You are not forgotten, my child. You never have been. From the moment you were conceived, I knew you. I have counted every hair on your head. I know every thought before you think it, every word before it leaves your lips. I know the deepest desires of your heart, even the ones you have not dared to speak aloud. And I delight in you. You are the apple of my eye, the joy set before me, the one I will never forsake. So lift your head. Shake off the lies that tell you otherwise. Reject the whispers that say you are unworthy, unloved, or abandoned. I am telling you the truth now, and my truth is stronger than every lie. You are loved with an everlasting love. You are chosen, set apart, and called by name. You are never alone, and you are not forgotten. My precious child, now I will speak to the very depths of your soul, to the places you have hidden from others, and even tried to hide from yourself. I know the weight you have carried, the weariness that has settled into your bones, and the questions that echo in your mind when the night is long and silence surrounds you. I know the loneliness that sometimes grips your heart, the ache of betrayal that still lingers like an unhealed wound, and the prayers you have prayed that seem to fall unanswered into the void. I know the doubts that whisper, has he forgotten me? Has he turned his face away? And I tell you now with all authority and all tenderness, I saw it all, I heard it all, and I never left you. Do you remember the times when your heart broke in secret? When you smiled before others but wept alone where no one could see? I was there in that hidden place. I felt every tremor of your soul. I heard every cry, even the ones too painful for words. When you thought no one noticed the storm raging inside you, I noticed. When you thought you were invisible in your suffering, I was gazing at you with unbroken attention. My child, I was not absent. I was holding you, even when your arms were too weak to hold on to me. And yes, I saw the betrayals. I saw when those you trusted turned away, when words that should have been kind became sharp weapons against you. I saw when promises were broken, when friends abandoned you, when love you offered was not returned. I felt the sting with you. I stood beside you as your heart cracked under the weight of rejection. You asked, Lord, why would you allow this? And my answer is this: it was never to destroy you, never to diminish your worth, never to punish you. It was to reveal who truly belongs by your side and to refine the treasure within you that betrayal could never steal. You are stronger than the lies that were spoken against you. You are greater than the wounds inflicted by others. You are mine, and no betrayal can change that. I saw when you prayed desperately for answers that did not seem to come. When you pleaded for healing, for provision, for clarity, and the heavens seemed silent. I know how heavy that silence felt. I know the frustration that built up in your spirit when days turned into months, and months into years, with no visible breakthrough. I know the nights you whispered, Lord, have you forgotten me? Have you turned away? Am I speaking into nothing? And I say to you now with certainty, I never ignored you. I never turned away. Every prayer reached me. Every word touched my heart. A delay was not abandonment. The silence was not rejection. The waiting was not punishment with preparation. Think of the seed buried deep in the ground. To the eye it looks as though nothing is happening, but beneath the soil, life is being formed. Roots are spreading, foundations are being established, and in due season, it will break through the surface and reveal its beauty. That is what I have been doing in you. While you thought nothing was changing, I was strengthening your roots, building your character, and preparing you to carry the weight of what I have destined for you. If I had given you everything you asked for when you asked, it would not have been the blessing you longed for, it would have been a burden you could not yet bear. I love you too much to give prematurely what could crush you. So I made you wait, not to harm you, but to prepare you. And yes, I saw your doubts. I saw when you questioned my love, when you wondered if I had truly called you, when you whispered, maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe he has moved on to someone else. I saw when you thought faith was slipping through your fingers like sand, when you clung to hope but it felt as though it was fading. And still, I did not condemn you. I did not turn my face away. Instead, I drew near. I whispered truth into your weary heart. I shielded you when your faith was weak. Even when you doubted me, I never doubted you. Even when you pulled away, I stayed. Even when your grip loosened, I held you tighter. Your trials have not been punishment. I am not a cruel father who delights in watching his children suffer. I take no joy in your tears, no pleasure in your pain. My heart has ached with you, my eyes have wept with you, my spirit has borne your sorrows. But I allowed the storms, the silence, the battles, not to break you, but to shape you. I allowed them so that when the fire burned, it would refine you like gold. So that when the winds howled, your roots would dig deeper into me. So that when the enemy tried to crush you, you would rise with a strength that could only come from my presence within you. You have wondered why your journey has been so hard, why the road has been filled with obstacles, why the weight has felt unbearable at times. And now I tell you the truth, because I was building something eternal in you. I was stripping away what could not last. I was removing the shallow things that could not carry you into your destiny. I was forging resilience in you, teaching you perseverance, and awakening a faith that does not depend on circumstances but rests securely in who I am. You are not the same person you were before the trials began. You are stronger. You are wise. You are pure. And though the scars remain, they shine as marks of victory, reminders that you endured and overcame. Say, I belong to you, Jesus, if you found your purpose in him. My child, I have never left you, not for a moment. Even when you thought I was silent, I was speaking through the silence. Even when you thought I was absent, I was closer than ever. Even when you thought I had abandoned you, I was carrying you. I walked with you through the valley. I shielded you from destruction. I held back storms that would have consumed you. You did not see the countless dangers I removed, the arrows of the enemy I intercepted, the traps that were set for you that I destroyed before you ever stumbled into them. You did not see the ways I sustained you when you thought you had nothing left. But I was there, always there. The pain you carried has not been wasted. The loneliness has carved space in your heart for deeper intimacy with me. The betrayal has opened your eyes to discern who is truly for you and who is not. The unanswered prayers have stretched your faith and positioned you for miracles greater than what you imagined. The doubts have humbled you, reminding you that your strength is not in yourself but in me. All of it has worked together for your good, though you could not see it at the time. So hear me clearly now. The trials were not punishment, they were preparation. You are not being disqualified, you are being refined. You are not being abandoned, you are being equipped. You are not being destroyed, you are being made ready for greater things than you have seen before. When you felt unworthy, I declared you chosen. When you felt forgotten, I whispered your name. When you felt broken, I called you whole. When you felt defeated, I lifted you into victory. Do not look at your past seasons as wasted years. They have been the foundation for what I am about to do. You are stepping into a new chapter, and the very pain that once threatened to destroy you will become the testimony that lifts you higher. My beloved, you have carried your cross through valleys of tears, but now you will see resurrection. You have endured the night, but morning is breaking. You have survived the wilderness, and now the promised land is ahead. Do not despise the struggle, for it has written strength into your soul. Do not despise the waiting, for it has aligned your heart with mine. And do not despise the scars, for they are proof of the battles you survived with me by your side. So lift your eyes, my child. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not unloved. I have been with you in every season, and I am with you now. What once was sorrow will turn to joy. What once was delay will turn to fulfillment. What once was trial will turn to testimony. I have never left you, and I never will. My beloved child, now that I have reminded you of my presence and shown you that your struggles were not in vain, I must call you to something urgent. This is not the time to be casual. This is not the time to drift into distraction or let your heart wander. I am speaking to you with the authority of eternity, and if you turn away now, if you brush off these words as just another moment, you may miss what I have aligned specifically for this hour of your life. You have asked me for a sign again and again. You have prayed, Lord, show me that you are with me. Show me that you hear me. Show me that you have not forgotten me. And I am answering now. This very moment, these very words are the sign you sought. But I must warn you, if you ignore it, if you walk away from it, if you allow doubt or distraction to steal it, you will delay the blessing that has already been released from heaven. This is a sacred intersection in your journey. If you choose to remain, to listen, to hold these words close, you will step into breakthrough. But if you dismiss them, you will walk past what I have been preparing. My child, You do not understand how important this moment is. Heaven has been orchestrating it long before you even thought to ask. Angels have been positioned, doors have been unlocked, chains are ready to fall. But you must receive this word with faith and with focus. Do not let the enemy whisper lies in your ear right now. Do not let him tell you this is just coincidence, just another message. He knows the truth. He knows that if you receive this word and hold on to it, the strongholds he has built in your life will crumble. That is why he will try to distract you, why he will tempt you to scroll away, to doubt, to dismiss. Resist to him. Guard this moment as holy. There are some moments that change the entire trajectory of your life, and this is one of them. You may not fully see it now, but as you yield your attention to me, as you lean into my words, you will look back on this moment as the turning point. Do not treat it lightly. Do not let your mind wander. Fix your heart on me. Think of how my people marched around the walls of Jericho. For 6 days they heard nothing, saw nothing change. Yet I instructed them to stay focused, to walk in silence, to obey without distraction. On the 7th day, when they shouted in unity, the walls fell instantly. What if they had grown tired and given up on the 6th day? What if they had been distracted and walked away before the final shout? They would have missed their miracle. My child, your moment is like that 7th day. The walls that have stood tall in your life, the obstacles that seemed unmovable, are about to fall. But only if you stay until the end. Only if you remain present in this divine appointment. I am releasing a breakthrough in this very hour. You may not see it yet, but even as you listen, chains are being broken. Fear is loosening its grip. Generational curses are weakening. Angels are moving at my command to position you for the blessing that has been delayed. Do not turn away. Do not miss this. What is unfolding now is not something that will repeat in the same way. This is your moment, your divine setup, your appointed time. Remember the man by the pool of Bethesda. He waited 38 years for healing, and yet when I came to him, I asked, "Do you want to be made well?" If he had turned away in that instant, if he had dismissed my question, he would have missed the miracle that was standing right in front of him. I am asking you now, my child, do you want to be made whole? Do you want the healing, the breakthrough, the deliverance you have been asking for? Then stay with me. Listen closely. Do not let this moment pass you by. I know the enemy has tried to convince you that nothing changes, that your prayers fall flat, that you are destined to remain where you are. But I tell you with authority, the moment you truly receive my word and act on it, everything shifts. This is not empty encouragement. This is not wishful thinking. This is the reality of heaven invading your life. But you must choose to believe it. You must choose to receive it. Consider how many times you asked me for direction and felt as though I was silent. Yet here I am now, speaking directly to you, pouring truth into your spirit. Do not harden your heart. Do not let the voice of doubt drown out what I am saying. This is not random. This is not chance. This is me. If you walk away now, you will delay what I have already written into your story. I must warn you, there is danger in distraction. When you let the noise of the world overtake my voice, you lose the clarity I am giving. When you rush past the stillness, you forfeit the peace I am pouring out. When you treat my word as optional, you cut yourself off from the power it carries. My child, do not do this. Do not let the enemy rob you of this hour. Hyper focus. Guard your attention. This moment is holy. Right, yes, Lord. I surrender if you've laid it all at his feet. Think of Martha, who busied herself with many tasks, while Mary sat at my feet and listened. Martha was distracted, but Mary received the greater portion. Do not be like Martha now. Do not let the concerns of life pull you away. Be like Mary. Sit at my feet. Listen with your whole heart. For the portion I am giving you now cannot be taken away. I tell you again, this is urgent. The breakthrough you have long prayed for is hovering over you, ready to be released. It requires your attention, your faith, your willingness to stay. Do not miss this. Do not step away. Do not allow your thoughts to wander. I am speaking to you directly, and if you receive me now, you will see what you have been waiting for. You have cried, Lord, send me a sign. This is your sign. You have begged, Lord, speak to me. I am speaking. You have asked, Lord, show me that you are still with me. I am showing you now. Do not ignore it. Do not explain it away. Do not let unbelief blind you to what is happening. You are standing in the very moment you prayed for. To dismiss it would be to turn your back on the answer you have been seeking. My beloved, treat this word like treasure. Guard it like a seed. Let it take root in your heart. Do not let the birds of distraction snatch it away. Do not let the thorns of doubt choke it out. Let it grow. Let it bear fruit. For what you hold on to now will bring forth a harvest you cannot imagine. So I call to you again. Stay. Listen. Receive. Do not miss this. Do not walk away from the blessing that is unfolding even now. I am here, and I am speaking. This is your moment. This is your sign. And if you remain with me, you will not leave the same way you came. My beloved child, because you have chosen to remain, because you have leaned in and received my words with reverence, I now open to you the treasure of my promises. Hear me clearly, for I do not speak in riddles. I speak with certainty, and what I declare cannot be undone. This is the hour of breakthrough, and it begins now. The chains that have held you for so long are breaking. The invisible weights that pressed upon your heart, the cycles that seemed unending, the patterns of fear and despair that returned again and again, they are shattering under the power of my presence. You will not live bound any longer. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And I am releasing that freedom over you. The voices of shame that told you that you are not enough are being silenced. The chains of guilt that tried to bind you to your past are falling. The lies of the enemy that told you you would never be free are crumbling. My child, you are stepping into liberty. You are walking into a new day. The doors that were once closed are opening before you. I know you knocked and heard nothing. I know you tried again and again, only to find rejection, delay, and disappointment. But hear me, those doors were closed because it was not yet time. You thought I had forgotten you, but I was preparing you. You thought I had abandoned you, but I was aligning what you could not see. Now, in this season, the doors that no man could open are swinging wide. Opportunities you never imagined are being placed before you. Connections that seemed impossible are being arranged. I'm making a way where there was no way. I am doing what only I can do, and when it happens, you will know without doubt. This was my hand. Healing is near, healing for your body, your mind, and your soul. I see the sickness that has tormented you, the pain that has lingered, the diagnosis that made you fear the future. But my child, I am your healer. I bore stripes on my back for your healing. Even now, my power is moving through you. Restoration is being released into every cell, every organ, every part of you that has been under attack. Do not fear. Do not give in to despair. This is not the end for you. This is a new beginning. But the healing I bring is not only physical. I am healing your mind from the torment of anxiety, depression, and fear. The nights when thoughts would not let you rest, when dread gripped your chest, when hopelessness whispered that there was no point in trying again, I saw them all. And now I speak peace to your mind. Be still. Receive my calm. I am breaking the cycle of torment. I am silencing the storm inside of you. From this day forward, peace will be your portion. I am healing your heart as well. The betrayals, the losses, the disappointments that cut so deep they will no longer define you. I am pouring oil over your wounds, restoring the places that felt shattered beyond repair. I am making you whole again. The bitterness that tried to take root is being uprooted. The unforgiveness that weighed on your soul is being lifted. I am giving you the grace to release, the strength to forgive, and the courage to move forward free from the past. You will not walk in the shadow of yesterday any longer. You will walk in the light of newness. My child, I am not only restoring what was lost, I am multiplying. In your relationships, where there hath been distance, I will bring reconciliation. Where there has been loneliness, I will bring companionship. Where there has been brokenness, I will bring unity. Trust me to mend what you cannot. Trust me to align hearts, to soften the hardened, to draw together what the enemy tried to tear apart. In your finances, I am opening streams of provision. The lack you experienced was not forever. The closed doors of opportunity were not the final word. I am releasing favor over you. I am bringing increase where there was decrease, abundance where there was lack. I am teaching you to trust me as your provider, to see that I am the one who multiplies the little and makes it enough. As I fed the multitudes with 5 loaves and 2 fish, so I will take what you have and expand it beyond what you can imagine. Type amen to unlock your miracle and share this divine word to bless others.